how do you go about sourcing supplies regionally? Like, is it harder? Is it more expensive? I know that's a question I get asked a lot. And how do you survive at boiling hot markets? So tell us, oh, and also while you're on, tell us about your stockist who charges more than the recommended retail price. How does that go?
So I live in Karratha, which is northwest WA, and it's hot 365 days of the year. So yeah, my post to us is very slow. So they say I just need to be really organized. So I tend to order, I have like a tally sheet which I keep everything on, and then I order when it's getting low. And yeah, just need to be really organized. So I tend to order from Two Brothers, which is in Perth, or I get together with my stockist, and she has a Whole Foods business. So then she orders from Honest to Goodness, and I've started ordering through her and just paying for my little section of her palette, and that works out cheaper for me, and also I find that the products are better quality. It usually takes around 2 weeks to get to us, especially at the moment with COVID. So just have to be really on top of my whole ordering system. But it's fine. With markets and stuff, we have markets once a month here. And I just have an angle. So I fill up my angle when I bake the day before. I fill everything into my angle, take it to the markets, plug it into the generator, and then sell everything from the angle. I have like a display. My market table is set up, and then on there is display loaves so that people can still look at it and pick it up and look at the ingredients and like feel it. And then I sell it fresh from the fridge so that it's always kept at a good temperature. And that works fine. I have like a shade with walls and stuff so that try and keep it as cool as possible. And people know that that's what we do. So then once I run out from my fridge, like that's it, there's no more. And then I just take orders if people still want stuff if for my next bake day. What was the other question?
Your stockist. So, we have a recommended retail price, right? And your stockist charges more than that. And I know one of the questions I get asked a lot is, do people really pay $16.50 for a loaf of bread? And I always laugh because when I started the brand 8 years ago, I was selling the bread at $18 a loaf, right? And had no problems. That was 7 years ago, right? And I brought the prices down to, I don't know, make it even easier for people for it to be a easier option for people. But your stockist charges more as well. How does that go? Does she get people scoffing at the price?
I don't know whether because Karratha is quite an expensive town to live in anyway. Like people expect to pay premium prices for lots of things, and so when they're buying like a high quality loaf of bread that has been made locally with local ingredients and it's produced locally, they're quite happy to pay more. She generally adds between $1 and $2 per item to the item, so sells it for $1 or $2 more, and it doesn't seem to affect us at all. I still get regular orders from her. She still sells regular stuff. We stand side by side at most markets, and she will tell people that if they come direct to me, they can get it for like $1 or so cheaper. And maybe on the markets they will come and do that because she doesn't tend to have the stock when it's a market day. So they might come and buy from me at the markets, but then next time when they run out, they generally go through her because some people quite like the fact that they can just pick it up when they're picking up like their bulk almond meal and their bulk, they're buying a Yeti or whatever. And so they're happy to do that. Whereas other people, want to save the dollar and will come direct to me. So it doesn't affect, people will still pay like the $18 or $19 for a loaf of bread and not worry about it. So it doesn't seem to have an effect on us, which is good
to hear. That's good to hear. And Wendy's just chimed in on chat saying that one of her stockists charges $18.95 a loaf in Cairns. So I think the answer is yes, people will buy this bread at $16.50. and upwards. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. That's awesome.